How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Caddleson here, and it's episode number 7 of season 7 of the Vampire Diaries. Don't mind if you can hear my fan in the background. So yeah, it's just because it's hot. It's a heat wave. Well, it's a one-day heat wave. It's supposed to get cooler, but it's going to be hot. So yeah, but yeah, it's been a crazy season. It's been something else entirely. I have enjoyed it, but, you know, there have been really, really crazy revelations, of course, especially with the last episode in mind, with Caroline pregnant. How? I know, it's insane. But it's a thing that is happening, given the Gemini Coven were twats, so... Yeah, given the fact that they didn't even ask Caroline for her consent, so, you know. But yeah, I'm intrigued to get into this episode, so with that said, let's get into episode number 7 of season 7 of the Vampire Diaries. Let's go.
We apologize for the interruption to your current program. My name is Caroline.
No, it's not good.
Please listen carefully.
Playing it on a loop. Oh, come on. Come on.
An urgent message for Steph and Salvatore.
Outside the realm of possibility that your body could support a baby or two?
Well, that's very apt, isn't it?
Why would the Coven want me to?
Twins.
I don't think they had a choice. The Gemini were all dying. They couldn't let the future of their...
I don't know why. There we go. They didn't have a choice. Well, nor did Caroline, funnily enough. Because they didn't even ask. Like, I get it. Their coven was dying out. Yeah. And of course, when it comes to, you know, the babies, you know, obviously it would break your heart. But it's the fact they didn't ask. They forced this on Caroline. For no reason. Like, no specific reason it was Caroline or what. Like, you have to carry the kid. It was just random. It's just messed up.
I'm recruiting an ally.
Oh.
I brought cranberries.
Oh, heck. Ah!
Negative.
Negative. And yet...
But I don't understand. I mean, Valerie was so certain.
Yeah.
I guess she was wrong. Playing some
No, she seems very
game.
determined.
I'm out of there, but they were all back this morning. They never left.
Why would someone compel people to gather at the high school of an abandoned town?
Just to, you know, continue being creepy. Oh my god, that is creepy.
Nat.
Jesus Christ.
Start over.
Well, if the Pilgrims and Indians could do it, I'm sure there's hope for us.
Oh
We call
boy.
them Native Americans now. But we didn't bring you here to correct your outdated racial slurs.
Yeah.
I want to convince you
Get
of
him!
all the reasons
Get her!
that you...
Valerie lied to me for over a century about you. Then she tried to kill a member of my family in cold blood and tried to incinerate the love of my life.
Gee, I wonder why. It's almost like it's revenge. You know, for the fact that Julian murdered her unborn child. And the fact that she doesn't want him brought back for a reason? Who would have thought it?
Mention I like your style.
I had a feeling we were going to have to do this the hard way.
Best Thanksgiving ever.
That's it, though. You gotta account for the fact, oh, she's not gonna believe this. Well, hard way it is.
Why would
This is what Julian's looking for. Wonder what makes it so special.
I think I've seen that before. When I was doing research on the stone. Let me see what I can dig up.
Well, I don't need research to tell me which one's the pointy end. What more do we need to know?
If he wants to kill someone with it?
What does Giuseppe have to do with this?
Well,
That you got crappy
you
taste
didn't
in
think that
bed.
was a monster at first. But somewhere along the way, this little warning light started blinking. Psycho! Psycho! We just need that little light to blink again.
God damn it, David.
It's a pat. Say how thankful I am to the good Lord for giving me a beautiful wife, 2 fine boys, a table filled with fine food, and a stomach big enough to
They
fit it
actually
all.
got a younger Damon instead of using Ian.
Why is he not eating?
Because this is Sammy. That animal was put on this earth to be sustenance, not your friend. Now you...
Oh god. For some reason, I am just thinking, that Simpsons episode when Homer accidentally cooked his lobster, his pet lobster. Yeah.
I kept you from wasting a perfectly good meal. I still don't see what any of this has to do with my current relationship.
Of course you don't see it, Lily. That's the whole point.
You're too blind to see it. You're drawn to men who manipulate you into seeing what they want. Men who abuse you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is kind
The
of like an
vervain ropes
intervention.
peering into my flesh are distracting me from concentrating on your lecture about tolerating abuse.
This is pointless. Pointless with pumpkin
I mean,
pie.
to be fair, you're not exactly gonna sit and give them the benefit of the doubt.
You just puked.
I think I had an expired blood bag last night or something. You know, and then the talk of the food
It's like
and the
food,
iron and the
food poisoning, isn't
slaughtered
it?
cattle.
Except,
So you're a vampire with food poisoning.
yeah, basically.
Yes, Matt, I am a vampire.
Well, we have to settle it like gentlemen.
Fight!
But I assured Lily that there would be no more bloodshed in the house.
But what about outside?
Did you make any promises about outside?
Ah, that's not in the house. I just love how he's just pushing his buttons. He wants a fight, because that's it, though.
You won't make that the Gemini Coven dumped its twin babies into my. You know what? Never mind, because it's not true. It is not true. A test confirmed it. Yeah, and thanks to you,
Matt is
probably
just like,
still
all
at
right.
home, waiting for that
All of
second
this is
Wolverine to
happening.
show up. So,
Well, I'm not a
you know, maybe
vampire.
now would be an appropriate time to.
Out, I have no choice but to give you an honorable death.
Yeah, like hell. Enzo ain't gonna die.
Well, let's get on with it. Choose your weapon.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Took this out for a special occasion today. But in the process, I discovered quite a bit of money missing from my bureau.
Oh, no.
You would not know anything about that.
No.
Stefan, have you been rummaging around your father's bureau?
Shit, he's not
Well, it
gonna
did not
do
just
what
grow
I think
legs and
he's
walk
gonna
off
do.
now, did it?
What a piece of shit.
Is to make certain you remember it.
What a piece of shit.
I didn't take Giuseppe's money. I only confessed because I was afraid of what he'd do to Stefan.
It's your pattern, Lily. Julian's a monster. Giuseppe
David.
was a monster.
You don't think I knew? Someone's trying to kill Julian.
Oh, no.
From
They've
you.
linked.
We did a spell. We bound
God's
Julian's life
sake.
to mine. We're linked. If he dies.
So, Enzo can't kill Lily. And well, he can't kill Julie because he'll kill Lily. But God's sake.
And physically.
Oh, nice, Val. Good on Valerie.
On Thanksgiving,
So she took the money.
it was me.
You stood in the next room as your son was being tortured. You didn't confess, and then you stayed with the man for another 5 years?
I was trying to save us. We were gonna run away.
I get it, to be
I was gonna
fair.
protect you boys. We were never gonna see him again. But your father,
Like abusers and all
even
of that.
drunk. I thought you could take the boys to New York for a weekend and see that new steamship we read about in the paper.
You took that money, and I punished Damon for your duplicity. Then you tried to steal my children from
You're a
me.
piece of shit.
Should you ever attempt that again, I will take the boys far away from here. You will be alone, and you will never see them again.
Oh, boy. But you do worry about Julian in terms of... he's gonna follow the same path. Especially with what he did to Valerie. What else is he capable of? Oh, shit. I mean, this is kind of cathartic for Damon.
The stone gives the sword its power against immortal foes.
Without
Sword
it, the
and the
blade is
stone.
merely a blade. Oh no.
Oh shit.
Tell me, you did not just kill Lily.
Oh, okay, that was a hook. Oh, there he is.
Shouldn't you be deader?
Why do you know so much about this?
Ooh, hells.
Like you care. And it's not like you believe anything I say. I'm willing to believe you.
Are you? Been very judgmental.
Okay. Didn't have an entire coven to work with. It was just me.
Yeah. Not
Hard as I
powerful enough.
I wasn't strong enough.
There's no iron team, I guess, but
But why would you having a baby make Lily want to come home to Mystic Falls?
come on, do the math.
What difference does it make? Didn't work anyway.
Take me home,
Off. Oh, heck.
Helping him find some sword to kill Julian. Where are you? I'll meet you.
Don't bother. Tyler and Jeremy actually took my call. They think they found a way to help, and I'm looking into it.
I just feel so bad for her.
Died without any concern of what would happen to us.
That's it, though. It's so difficult to kind of...
As far as I'm concerned, she deserves what she gets.
Because that's it, though. They were abandoned and left with an abuser.
They kill us both.
Did you know Valerie was once pregnant with Stefan's child?
Oh.
I did not.
You
According to my
lying
sons,
dickhead!
You did know.
Destroy me if I ever hurt you. Will you forgive me?
No.
But the thought of losing you and my sons, you brought out a rage in me. I cannot be faulted for trying to keep my family
History
together.
is repeating. The more things change, the more...
I love you, darling.
Piss off.
I would never hurt you.
Doubt!
Yes. I'll give you some time alone.
Unless they are cloaked, I don't know.
Future of the coven. They would have protected them in any way they could.
How is this all possible?
Would have put extra...
They were cloaked.
Yeah, yeah, I was right. They would have put... Shit.
I've traded one monster for another.
I think she's really
But
come to
I'm
that
not going to
epiphany.
let him hurt
History
us
is repeating itself.
I have a plan. And this time we won't get caught.
Doubt. Something always goes wrong. Something always goes wrong. So, that's why I was such a Debbie Downer when Valerie was trying to, you know, save everyone in the grill. Like, something's gonna go wrong, because it always does. Oh no, Valerie knows her shit. Okay. I'll shut the fuck up. No, but, I can honestly believe that she does have skepticism over Julian. Because we saw... in I guess it was her penultimate scene, because you know, flashback. I'll count that. It was like history was repeating itself, wasn't it? So, and I guess Stefan got his way in terms of her seeing, her seeing the light, really. So yeah. Yeah, like I said, though, I mean, it's not like I don't believe Lily is, like, she hasn't seen the light or anything. I think she definitely has, because, again, that scene that Giuseppe and, you know, Julian said the same thing and all of that, it's like, well, it's deja vu, and not in, you know, the annoying, stressful way or anything like that, or not even in a good way. It's a heartbreaking and scary way. So, not just that though, but we, the viewer, know, based on flashbacks, that Julian is a piece of shit. Yes, it has been a long time since that incident, but I don't have any reason whatsoever, especially with even some of the mannerisms, I don't have any reason to believe that Julian has had a change of heart. He hasn't even apologized to Valerie, to be fair, even if he was, even if he did change for the better. Because Julian didn't apologize to Valerie whatsoever. He knew that she was pregnant when he beat her up. So, yeah. I am glad that Lily is starting to see the light because, yeah, that piece of shit needs to go. Big time. And of course, you kind of figure that Stefan's going to be the one to do it because he brandishes the mark. We know that Julian has the mark, but I'm sure that weapon is going to be very important for, you know, Stefan to carry said mark. So we still don't know who in the future is chasing down, because at first I was thinking, okay, something went wrong with the resurrection with Joe, which it kind of did, and it sent her on this Slayer path, but yeah, there we go. It didn't, because she's dead again, so yeah, but we'll see. Yeah. It was just a mixed bag in terms of how to feel for Lily, I would say, with this episode, because obviously with what she went through in this episode, it was heartbreaking. Seeing the flashbacks play out with Giuseppe being a piece of shit was heartbreaking in terms of Lily having to go through that situation. And it's interesting because of the fact that with Damon and Stefan, as I've mentioned, they both have differences in terms of how they fare when it comes to Lily and her reasonings. Damon is still hurt, and I can understand Damon being like, especially, you know, grown up and processing everything, and not just that, but ultimately what happened to them with Lily abandoning them. You can understand why Damon might feel a bit resentful when it comes to Lily's abandonment. So, because that's it though, it's really scarred him for life. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it is heartbreaking. Like, not just that though, but he took the blame for the missing money, which ultimately was Lily, but he was more so worried about his brother. So yeah, I can't exactly blame Damon for feeling a bit skeptical about, you know, entrusting. Stefan's gonna like understand a bit more about the abuse and the fear of Lily leaving and all of that, so she had to do something very drastic to ensure that, but it had to come at the sacrifice of leaving her sons. But that's scarred Damon, who can't exactly feel, oh, it's all well and good then. Yeah, that's just like a deep cut really for Damon. So it's this whole situation of both characters feeling, I guess, in terms of their sentiments to Lily, it's opposite really, because of the fact that Stefan has a bit of that understandability when it comes to Lily, and does feel concerned for her. And that's it though, we the viewer do feel concerned for her as well, because of the fact that Giuseppe is a piece of shit. He tormented not just Lily, but the boys as well. He was a mistake brought into this world, because people like him are. And yet you can also sympathize with Damon as well, in terms of why he is not really going to be welcoming Lily with open arms. So, yeah. And not just that, though, but Damon is a bit more hard in terms of forgiveness and all of that. So, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, it is just heartbreaking, I would say, for this whole situation. But it is heartbreaking for Lily. So, and that's what makes this triangle a very, very difficult situation, because of the fact that, like, initially, though, like, when, Lily, was talking about, you know, Valerie going out for blood against, Julian for no reason and all of that, I was just baffled, because it's like when she completely dismissed the, whole, when she completely dismissed the whole pregnancy thing and all of that, considering the fact that, why else do you think Valerie would be out for blood? There's this thing called revenge. So it's a very popular word. But I think that highlights how blinded she was in terms of thinking, because that's it though, like, Stefan's whole idea, well, they were trying to get her to not be so blinded anymore, to make her see through the I guess, smoke and mirrors that she set herself up to, when it comes to her and Julian. So, yeah. And this whole episode just highlights how tragic her story is, with the fact that, like, the flashbacks really have a strong structure in this episode in terms of highlighting how blinded she has been when it comes to Julian, because again, we are seeing Giuseppe's scenes play out and it's just repulsive, but the final flashback was the nail in the coffin in terms of Lily realizing that she is in this whole rut again. So yeah. So it is just a very tragic circumstance, isn't it? So, but at least Lily has come around and realizes what her, because that's it though. It is an element of concern that is being shown towards Lily because of the fact that history is going to be repeating itself. But at least, you know, she has finally come around and all of that. So, yeah. Because Stefan and Damon did help in terms of making Lily see past, like I said, those smoke and mirrors that she set herself up to. And I thought it was good. Like, it was a plan. It was a plan that should work. And I was thinking, okay, it's not going to work because Lily is not. Yeah, so she's not convinced of the concerns that Damon and Stefan are showcasing here. But thankfully it did work ultimately. Of course, it needed to be a little bit of a reality check from the eerie similar circumstances that Julian was showcasing in regards to what happened in the flashbacks with Giuseppe. So yeah, with the fact that they said it wasn't verbatim, but it was basically the same. So yeah, but still, she's seen the light. So yeah, problem is, we know, like I said, there is something. It's all well and good, and I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but it's all well and good saying, okay, we need to think of a plan to get him out the equation. But again, I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but this shit always ends in a messy scenario. So yeah, about that. We'll see though. But yeah. It was just, I mean, to be fair, it's the fact that you have this whole reckless situation in regards to Julian and Lily's lives being linked. Julian's like, oh, okay, I'll just risk I've got this and all of that. I'm not gonna die. So, which is so funny though, because of the fact that he was giving that lecture to Enzo about the fact that, about, you know, someone who's confident and all of that, those who, yeah, it was just so funny, to just think about, oh, I'm not gonna die, and then he gives that lecture to Enzo, doesn't he? You know, confidence and, all of that, bravado, but, it's also very, very eerily, I guess, similar in terms of no regard whatsoever in terms of the other half. Giuseppe didn't have any regards whatsoever to Lily, and it's the same with Julian. So, yeah, you can flaunt about the fact that, hey, nothing bad's gonna happen to me. So, and yet, what if it does? So, yeah. But it's great now that she does have reservation, and she's willing to go through, she's willing to help out Damon and Stefan. So I just worry it's going to come at the expense of her, and she's going to, because I do feel like obviously the stage has already been set with Lily dying before. I mean, she technically has died, but in regards to obviously Stefan and Damon and how they were abandoned, yeah. So the stage, like I said, the stage has already been set in my mind because of the fact that, well, isn't it going to be heartbreaking? We just need the heartbreak, don't we? In terms of, well, she dies for legit. There's no fake outs. There's no bullshit going on. She dies for real. And now that they have to have a plan against Julian, I just worry that we might be coming to the end of Lily's story. So just to highlight, not just to highlight how much of a piece of shit Julian is, but again, this thing always, like, whenever it's like, okay, we need to have a plan, I always expect some shit to go down, so, yeah. And now that Lily has seen past the smoke and mirrors and is realizing that this is history repeating itself for her when it comes to Julian and Giuseppe, yeah, I just worry. So, yeah. But yeah, elsewhere, Caroline definitely is pregnant. I mean, we kind of got that bombshell in the last episode, but obviously the pregnancy results came back negative. Although, of course, you could keep trying and trying again. Not that it was going to work because of the whole kerfuffle about the fact that the twins were cloaked. So, yeah. I know Val gave her reasonings to why the Coven did it. Why the Coven transported the twins into a body of a vampire, you know, someone who has a bit more of a harder time to put down, really. Not impossible, but they're not as susceptible to humans. So yeah. That doesn't mean I'm okay with, oh, it's okay then, right? No, that doesn't mean that it's all okay and all of that. I still think it's bullshit, but yeah. So, yeah. And they could have consulted Caroline about this prior, but yeah, like, okay, in case, like, it goes back to what I was saying in the last episode. They didn't have a talk. They didn't have any kind of backup in case something were to happen. Like, that's it though. It's kind of like you know, when you assign godparents and all of that, you do have a bit of a discussion. You don't just have this will sprung up or whatever. Like, if you're watching this, I'm dead and all of that. By the way, you're a godparent. Didn't consult this about you. But hey, you don't do that. You do usually have a bit of a conversation, and, you know, godparents usually come into factor, like, if the worst were to happen to the parents and all of that, I would say. So, yeah. They could have done that shit so easily to Caroline. If the worst were to happen to Joe, Caroline, would you want to be the surrogate parent for Joe's children? They didn't have this conversation. They could have done that, and it would have been more okay. It's the fact that they sprung this surprise on her. So yeah, I get the measures, the security measures in terms of, okay, well, yeah, it's the fact that they didn't ask though, and yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I had a feeling they were cloaked as well, and I guess it's extra security measures as well, really. So yeah, but yeah, so it was interesting as well to know that she was trying to do to her kid that I guess the Coven did to Joe's kids. But she was all alone, really. Whereas you have an entire Coven there, and it's like, well, that's gonna soak in a little bit more power. Whereas it's gonna be a strain for Valerie on her own. So yeah, but yeah, it was pretty interesting stuff. This episode. So yeah, yeah. It was just really interesting to see things play out with Caroline's story as well. So yeah, and you had the sword fight, which was kind of cool. So in itself, but yeah, yeah, very interesting stuff. Peering into I'd say Lily's story a bit more, because again the flashbacks were very integral in terms of. We know that Giuseppe wasn't exactly the greatest, far from the greatest person out there, but I think it was very integral in terms of the conflict that Lily was in during this episode, and an important decision that she had to make, really, in terms of, yeah, so, in terms of believing Stefan, believing Damon, and really looking out for herself, really, because again, it's history repeating, and we don't want to see Lily in this whole scenario again. So, because once the honeymoon phase wears up, it's still recent, really, for Julian to be back. And once that honeymoon phase, yeah, that's why it's a good job she realized that what Julian said at the end there, it mirrors what Giuseppe said, and she realized, you know what? My sons were right. So, yeah. Because again, we know that Julian is a piece of shit. So, yeah. But yeah, great episode. So, yeah, awesome stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check out my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!